Yo, what's up, folks? It's your favorite host of East Coast, DonGamer21 of YouTube. Welcome back. I am streaming more Final Fantasy 14 Just Fine 1. It is 3:43 a.m. It is March 30th, 2026. Let's get straight into it. Here, let's have a good one. Just like as usual, morning streams are going to be a little bit more quieter. My walls are thin. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Don't want to wake up neighbors, because I don't want to know noise complaint. Alright. Hope you're having a good one. In Ulda, on Primal Ultros, what am I going to say? We got my character Miller Seaman decked out in my glam here. As Thaumaturge is about to take on the Black Mage quest line in just a sec. Hopefully having a fine. So gonna have fun going here. I'm still getting used to it. It's not my most favorite class to play, but I'm trying to work on this one next. And then after this, we'll see. Once I max out this one, we'll see what I do next after that. So, hope you're having a good morning. Thank you. Bram's in the chat. He's muted at the moment, though. Not his Discord, but my OBS thing is muted. He's playing Diablo. I'll mute him in just a second. Behave, Bram. Don't get me in trouble. Yeah, well, I'm on YouTube, so the rules are a little bit different, I think. I mean, yeah. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now they should be able to hear you.
So, racial slurs.
Oh, God.
I'm just kidding, dude.
I know. So, yeah, before, I kind of, honestly, I started a little later because I was doing my coffee, but, guys, honestly, I was watching, I was actually watching Iron Mouse's stream. She's playing some game called Content King. It's looked kind of funny, kind of like cringy Twitch, Gen Z lingo, but it was kind of funny. I was watching her play, I was like, huh, that's funny. Hello, Michael. How are you doing? We're having a good morning. I'm about to take on the I have Brim in the chat right now with me. He's in there.
All right, you guys, we're gonna pull out the slurtionary, all right, and then we're gonna figure out which is the most offensive term to use against people. So,
I'm
all right, starting with number 1 of 1,237.
God.
Let's go all the way down the list and see how long it takes for us to get banned.
Jesus, nah. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Dude, what if someone did like what if someone had like a little emote on the side of the screen, like a swear counter, so every time they curse, it goes ding.
You could get a counter and do that live on the video where it'll recognize your words.
I mean,
that would be funny, actually. Yeah,
I'm trying not to do swears on my stream. It's not like a careful thing.
I've been trying to like kind of relax on it, but I'm just like, I don't know, man. Sometimes
yeah, I mean,
when I see someone kicking Twitch, right?
Let's see. Like, I mean, you can think this is ridiculous or not, but as a Christian, I'm not supposed to engage. I'm not. It's not really becoming engaged in some language. I mean, to most, I think it's a big deal, but in general, I'm trying to clean it up anyway. So, but yeah, I try to, I'll joke, like, something when I tell people, when I get excited, whether the positive or negatives, I tend to let one out of the chamber, so to speak, without meaning to, even when I'm excited in a even when
feed into the darkness.
Yeah.
Let the hate flow through you.
Well, it's not even that kind of chamber. You get me more excited and having fun. Sometimes I relax too much. I go, oops.
You know, you can just relax and you'll be good. Yeah. I mean, you know, like YouTube doesn't really like care about swearing, right? Like it's not a problem. It's the racial slurs we have to be careful with.
Oh yeah, no, we're not gonna do that.
And like the the other derogs of the LGBT that they find problematic.
Yeah, I know. Me in general, I'm just trying to avoid slurs, and I'm trying to avoid doing slurs, because, like, I'm trying to clean up my language anyway. YouTube's safe or not, I'm trying to clean up my language, so I'm trying to overhaul my behavior a little bit. Like, it's not like I think people will look bad on me, it's just, I just trying to clean it up, for professionalism. I don't know, like, it's kind of like when people say, like, when you, like, I restrain myself a lot, even when I would slur. I didn't slur. I didn't like drop the F bomb every 2 sentences. Like that annoys me. Like it's like what's the word? Every word is a cuss word. That's a point I don't want to get to. Right? Like it kind of annoys me. So, anyway, I mean slurs. Yeah. My grandparents, Don the rapper, right? My grandparents would know all the swears. Oh yeah. Yeah, the grandparents, yeah, they would. Don the rapper, yeah, I remember. Yeah, Michael's. You know, I remember joking me a couple times, Michael, about me dropping a mixtape with all the swears. Yeah. So, okay, where is this? Okay, I'm gonna check on the Black Mage quest line here. There we go. Oh, we're here. So I've been watching. I was watching Iron Master's stream a minute ago. I got kind of distracted with watching her do that. I was like, this is kind of funny. She's kind of funny to watch. I watch a lot more of her clips than I watch her streams. The only reason I really started watching her streams initially was to watch her sing, right? Like, she has a good singing voice. She's really good at singing. Brandon, I heard, like, is it true? Did you see that? I think you told me this or someone told me this. Iron Mouse has a background in opera. That's why she's able to sing so well.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
She was an opera singer and she was a break dancer in high school.
Yeah.
She was very gifted, and like that's when, like right when she was at her peak, is when her autoimmune disease came in and fucked with her. Yeah, it's sad.
It is sad.
Like she could have done really well. I mean, she still does really great things, right? She's found other ways to become successful in life, but it sucks that like that young girl is so, like I said, so gifted, and then that all happens at the same time. It's like, dang, man, that's terrible.
Yeah. It is. I'm not saying this is not comparable to the slightest bit. I don't want to compare my mental health crisis to that, because mine was just I recovered, but hers is like to kill her. But like no, never mind. I shouldn't even make the comparison. I'm not making really a comparison. It's just I know it's like when you're kind of getting up there, and something gets thrown in there and just fucks with everything. It destroys it, right? Like, but no, hers as far as leaps and bounds a lot worse, and I think autoimmune is a permanent, so there's no, you can manage it, but there's no cure for it, is there? There's no actual cure.
No, there's no gene therapy, but they have to legalize all of the stem cell research to be greenlit in her country to be able to do it. But you know, because we have government oversight like you wouldn't believe, they refuse to allow that sort of thing to take place, and I think that's crap, because it has saved lives in the past, and for some reason her country still looks at that as a huge no-no, and I don't think that's right.
Wait.
When you have what?
Wait, so she's not in this country, she's in a different country, right?
Right.
Oh shoot, I thought she was, oh, okay.
No, she's not in the U.S. No, she's in her own country. Yeah.
So the oversight is here, or sorry?
We have government, like in both of our countries, have refused to allow stem cell research to take place. Because we have to outsource our stem cell research to from the UK and stuff, because the UK's allowed it. And so what we do is we do the research over there, and then we take the findings and we bring it over here.
It's because of the stem cell research has to do with fetuses and babies, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't they just? I'm not saying, I've heard of this before, but couldn't they just clone a cell, like do it on that basis, like get? That was the original appeal to lift the ban in the United States, was to use cloning, and then before that baby or anything ever comes to like heartbeats and stuff, they could use it then or whatever. And they were like, no, we're not doing that because it's still life. And I'm like, okay, I guess I see that. You know what I mean? I understand that. But it's like, that stem cell research, like, because China right now, they're ahead of the curve of everybody. So right? That's what I think. They're doing fantastic things with it over there. Would be I feel like there would be like a workaround to be able to avoid potentially aborting a child just for stem cell research, or do you have to do it every time?
No, like, they've gotten to a point now where you can just clone body parts and stuff. So, like, I'm figuring, like, why not just clone, like, organs and stuff and pull it from that? You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm thinking. But, you know,
I mean,
I kind of figured that's what China's doing actually, because I think China has some really strict rules over there to like not harm people. So
is the basis though of is the basis for getting the original cell having to abort a life fetus, or does it have to or does it have to, or is it, or can basically can be taken? Well,
it depends on like what stem cells we're trying to extract from that fetus, right? Like, are we trying to go into the spinal cord? Are we trying to go into certain parts of certain organs that have regenerative capabilities? Like, what are we doing? You know, what's the basis of the research? From what I understand, China has pretty much cured diabetes. The problem is getting it, the research, and pulling it and getting it over here.
I heard Japan has that too. Like they actually
Japan might have actually, yeah.
There was a whole Shark Tank. I heard about it before, but there was a whole Shark Tank episode where they had a medication you could take that basically fixes the problem, and they all jumped up and wanted to take.
It resets the gland that does all the processing.
Yeah, but
what the hell it's called.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I remember now that. But after that, if you try to look up this medication, you can't find any mention of it anywhere.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's like they buried it. They buried it.
Like, I honestly think Big Pharma doesn't want to cure any of that, dude. Like, I still think Big Pharma is a huge issue here in the United States. You got a lot of naysayers saying, why would anybody want to like not cure cancer or not to cure death? And it's like, think about it. I mean, there's a lot of money in death. There's a lot of money in ailments. There's a lot of money in viruses. There's a lot of money. Why do we still have volts of viruses from like the turn of the century still in mice, right?
My friend
and
Miguel,
why do we?
My friend Miguel was saying
weird.
the same. My friend Miguel, he was saying he knows this stuff. He said the same thing. He said like Japan has cure for these, and I can't say this. I can't say this to stream. This would not go well, and I can't verify it either. But like during the Second World War, supposedly there was a cure found for cancer, but because of money and who came up, who found it, there is no way in hell it would ever fly.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it. I'm not verifying, and I'm not saying the guy was, oh, he's such a great guy. No, he's a fucking monster, is what he was. And I'm sure there's a lot of human experimentation that was done.
All that dude's research, it wasn't really his research, right? It was all the officers and the science officers that he had. They discovered so much stuff. I know how they did. I know how they did it too. They probably did it through a human experimentation. That was like literally beginning day of stem cell research. Like that was like early stages technically, because he was utilizing other human being parts and doing terrible things to people, of course. But
yeah,
he did find a lot of different cures for a lot of different elements. And after they stormed him and he committed his thing, there's nowhere we could find any of his work anymore.
Yeah.
Other than magically, other than ibuprofen. Like, okay, we found ibuprofen. All right, cool. What happened to the rest of it? Like, what was the other things that happened? Yeah. Because evidently this guy had cures for a lot of different elements. Like he had the whole cleansing thing for plague. He had like the first stages of plague vaccinations.
Dude, that's something that where would you?
That's crazy.
Where would you even find this information, or is it not? Or they scrub from the internet mostly?
Dude, they scrub. Okay, so you should know they scrub the internet of all this stuff, right? Like,
oh yeah, who it is? Yeah.
Because the Donald, for instance, right? Like, remember during his first campaign, he was talking about opening up all the borders for education to everybody?
Yeah.
I went to go look for those articles to prove a point to my friends and family, and guess what? I can't find a single one now.
Oh.
They're gone. All those articles under when it was, the Donald's first run, all the articles of the things that he said he wanted to do are all gone. Everything's been scrubbed. The original links that went back on CNN and Fox News, so I used both of those. Scrubbed, gone. Yeah, everything is gone.
Scummy.
So everything he wanted to do is gone. It's like, what the heck happened? Like, why?
It's scummy. They don't want anything. Yeah, it's scummy.
Yeah. So and this is the same thing for this. You ever wondered about the Mandela effect? Why it's so prevalent nowadays? And they're finding that most of these Mandela effects were true.
Hold on.
They were true.
Michael says, look up the history of Bayer. And guess who's on their board? What's it talking about?
Yeah. Yep. I know about this.
What's that about? I don't know that name.
Bayer is the pill name. company name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bro. Like you see, like I'm not gonna. This is this. So yeah. So basically, Miguel, this guy, and I want to connect with him, but I've been on really not directly in contact with him much since after I left the church that we were part of together, and he after his mother died, I wasn't able to make the funeral, and I don't think he's mad at me about that, but I'm kind of like, I wasn't able to make it because by the time the funeral happened, I couldn't take off work because I informed him at the time too late by someone.
This is very true, JC. Very true. Yeah.
But anyway, neither here nor there on that one. He knew this stuff. Like it's funny enough, his family, I'm not saying anything to do with it, but like his family is through his generation, his family's grandparents. And
have a good night, JC. Thanks for stopping by.
His grandparents, I think, escaped the Soviet Union. During the time of the around the time of the Tsars, they were like over there, like his where he comes from. They escaped decades ago, and he says there's shit. He shares stories from there, but he also knows a lot of knowledge for the stuff we're talking about. Like this stuff, like I can't find if I search it up. It's just nothing. Like you said, it's scrubbed. You know, like. But sometimes I wonder if the fact that he comes from like areas like countries like the Soviet Union, like he of course he would be learned in this stuff, you know. Not that I know. I mean, like when you come from I don't how do I put this. When you come from a background of that kind of turmoil, I guess you gotta be skeptical and do whatever you can do to survive, you know. So, like, I mean,
in Soviet Union back in those times, it was do or do not, right? Like, it was literally a country was founded on, like, if you're not strong enough to survive this, then then your life isn't worth shit type stuff, right? Yeah, that's actually how that's how they are over there. It's like, you got to be strong to live there, because if you aren't, you're going to be eaten alive. And that's what that's their whole, Yep.
Yeah, so, like, you know, his grandparents, his father's father came from the Soviet Union, like, way back when, like, he actually says his grandfather was a doctor, and he was in service of one of the generals, I guess, over there, and let's just say, I'm not gonna say too much, but he had to go treat someone one day, and the guards back at the house, did something horrendous to his family. Yeah. Just because they could. You know, they're not gonna say what. It was bad. I was like, oh my god. After that, they had to escape. Like, but his grandpa lost his 2 daughters. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, damn. So like when people try to say, oh, communism is such a good. No, it isn't. Go to hell. No, it's just as bad. It's just as bad or worse. It's in the same league as fascism. It's practically the same thing. Like
well, it's not necessarily like the communists or what is it, fascism or whatever on into itself. It's what it breeds, right? Like it's not necessarily like the theory and what it allows. So
yeah, it's the basically.
So if you're a good person under communism, it's gonna give you a green light to be a good person. If you're a bad person under communism, it's gonna give you the green light to be a bad person, right? Like it's the same thing nowadays, right? Like why do you think like states like Tennessee, Texas, they all have like right to carry states for their armaments, right? Like they allow people to defend themselves. And this is the difference right now with how our modern day democratic process is versus back then. Communism, you weren't allowed to defend yourself. Like you had to do exactly what everybody said that was part of the state or whatever whatever the leadership was. Mm-hmm. And if you didn't, you're considered a traitor, right?
Yeah. Well, here's the problem I have with like I said, you told me before, you're not flat out for communism. You're talking about like something with like processes or certain things that added in.
Yeah.
But how the problem I have with like any yo-yo has a brain can figure out what communism is. But even if you implement it, and you say, okay, yeah, this is all good on paper, it's only ever good on paper. Because like even if the first person is okay, they're good, either they get murked or die of old age, whoever takes over decides to completely screw over the entire country and every citizen in it. If they don't have the same values. Or say they start off good, but then they have to compromise, and eventually they turn into a tyrant. You know? Like it's just there's no way to keep it going and the make it good as it is on paper. And that's probably only the tip of the iceberg. I don't know how when it comes to money distribution, funds, and healthcare and all that stuff. But I don't know. Let's get deep in there. Like for instance, like certain things like work certain ways in certain countries people praise, but then you see how they work and they're not as good as say privatized healthcare, right? And then like for instance, the money that's distributed to support these things is like it's not as good. It might work in a smaller territory, but not necessarily in a big country like the U.S., right? Like, because there's a lot more people, right? I've heard that argument before. Now, do I understand the intricate works of it? No, but maybe you do. I'm just thinking.
That's fine. You're good.
I'm basing my argument off of other statements and basically my kind of very narrow, very uneducated outlook. I mean, I'm not. We're not really. I know I'm really not talking about politics on this channel. I'm not really talking about politics. I'm talking about the functions, right? The functions in history we're talking more about, right? We're not like spreading. Yeah. We're not talking about like oh yeah, like like yeah. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna planar fissure. Okay, to avoid. Yeah, we're talking about a lot of stuff. But yeah, I don't mind, like I said, I don't mind, the reason why I generally, well, I'm not sure if this conversation counts as talking about politics so much as it talks about the history, right? We're talking about? Like, I'm trying not to break my own rules here. The reason why, like, I don't, like, talk about, well, because of how heated they get. Like, in my server, like, I don't, my server's a little bit different, but when I'm streaming, it's told me, yeah, just wait until you get, just wait until you get to meet Shatoto. Oh, I don't. La 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 la. Void scent blood. Put up your weapon, friend. Cause its enemies you harm. Oh, so we look the black magic from this guy? So you're the one who Corcus prophesied speaks. By your hand was the blood of this creature split upon the earthly vein, was it not? Then you have earned this gem of Shatoto. Take it, you will know what to do with it when the time comes. What's this with part done? Farewell for now. We got a soul crystal, yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
I was like, be careful, I don't want you to get in trouble.
Right.
As far as the sound in your room, like I'm trying, yeah.
What?
The sound in your room, because of the wall and whatnot. I'm just like, you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Because remember, like the other morning, you barely said anything, and she was knocking on your wall, right? So.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to make sure you're okay. I don't get you in trouble. Like, don't trust me. I like it when you're high energy, all right? I want to be high energy, but it's like at the same time you have your neighbor and. Yeah.
Yeah, like even with talking like this, I think it kind of bothers her. Like, dude, I better not be able to assist me with this level of.
Speaking of which, have you like looked into another place to, Have you looked for another
I've
place
looked
yet?
around.
Besides that one, obviously, 'cause that one was like a huge no.
Yeah, I have looked around, and I keep forgetting that I gotta talk to the program head and say, hey, listen, I gotta find out if there's other, I gotta talk about other locations, because finding out, doing on my own, they said some of these locations said there are some locations around here that are partnered with Hudson River Housing. I can't remember what my mom has, I can't remember which one it was. I can't remember what they said it was, but I gotta talk to the program head and say, hey, listen, there's any other locations, like there's nothing that's like a house, I'm pretty sure. Like they're just complexes.
That would be sick. Like, because I'm sure there's houses that, because so like, there was one when I lived in Bullhead.
Yeah, but
they were giving me an offer for my house that would, you know, like I would make money for, you know, in perpetuity for as long as the place was rented out to a government funded, you know, person that needs help. So like, you might want to look into that. I'm sure you can find a house that's like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
that might be cool, actually.
The problem is, I could ask, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing here in this state that would be even, according to that standard, optional to me.
Well, look. You don't know unless you look.
Yeah.
You live in a big area, so.
Oh well, the thing is, the program I'm naming is actually, I'm not doxing myself. I get what you're saying, Michael, but the reason why, well, yeah, I guess in a way it would dox my area, but like that program is wider to just one section of the town, right? Like it's not like a specific building. It's like various areas in the area around. So it's not as narrow as you think, but no, but you got a good point there. I probably should have mentioned the foundation.
Like I would say this: look at the amount of money you're paying into your rent, right? I don't know what that is.
$940
out there.
Sure.
So if it's $940, you could probably find a house that's cheaper than that. You could probably.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Bro, you guys, like, you have to look further than apartments, bro. I'm just saying.
Well, I'll ask the program if there's anything like that that's under that. Cause I want to stay within the because the problem I got it takes a while to get. I'm already in one program, right? So I gotta see if there's anything like that within the program. I just gotta get the right numbers. But there's something else I gotta do today when the hours are. I got to contact my insurance to say they're cutting me off my insurance because I didn't give them everything they needed. But when I tried, yeah, well, yeah. So this thing cut me off on the 5th, so I got to call them and say, listen, I called you guys. I tried to contact you numerous times about giving the rest of it, and you had an answer machine that's full, and a person that just wouldn't pick up no matter what. So I need.
So now they're trying to cut you out? That's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, dude, it was stupid. Like, in the paper to send the mail about what they needed was so vague. Like, it didn't look real. It said you need what's in your account here and here, and that's pretty much all was on the sheet. Like, bro, like, dude, like it wasn't in depth.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, I thought it was fake, but then I realized, oh wait, I do have an account ending in it. My mistake is I did have an account ending in that number, but I thought they were asking for my the account the money was in, not the bank number, right? Which is like, it looks like an account number. I have two banks, right? One's a credit union, right? So I guess the credit union structure is a little bit different. So that part confused me, right? But also, like, what they were saying, like, the paper was very kind of vague, you know? So I don't want to hear them say, well, because you did not give us this, we're gonna have to cut you off regardless, and you have to reapply to the next time. But if they say that, I'll be pissed, because me losing that's gonna make me lose my. I think they made it hard on purpose. Probably did. Honestly, like, if I lose that insurance, that's gonna affect my dual access insurance, which allows for most of my coverage. And what happens from there is I'll lose my psychiatric medication. I'll lose my diabetic medication. The psychiatric medication costs just one bottle costs like over $1,000. Like, so I'm gonna have I'm gonna be screwed over badly if I don't fix this. If they say, well, we can't do anything about it at this point. Like, they cut off by the 5th of next month. So I'm like,
when was the last time you tried to contact them?
I called them 5, 6, 7 times, and they did not pick up. They did not. Their answer machine was full, and then the last time I called them, their answer machine was empty. I left a message, and they did not contact me back with any of the information I gave them, the number. So like, that's on them. But I don't want them to screw me over for a mistake on their end. Like, I was seriously pissed off if that happened. Yeah, McFarmer, exactly. Yeah, no, the insurance so like my insurance is like helps to cover all this shit, and if I lose one, it's gonna affect my primary too, and I'm gonna lose that too. So I have a dual access which is eligible.
Do you have a rep you could talk to, or
I should. I have a rep, unless of course they close my case right now and it's just going out of effect by the 5th.
I would suggest you go talk to that person like immediately. Like, hey, like, what's going on?
Well, that's what when the hour's over, I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call up their office. I'm not gonna stop until I get my answer. They better not. I better not get screwed over. I swear to God. Like, part of it was a mistake. Okay, my mistake was not understanding the sheets a little bit, but part of their sheet was big as fuck. So that's joint effort. But the biggest problem is that they didn't pick up the damn line, and they didn't call me back for the information at all at any point, no matter how many times I called, and no matter how many times I left a message. So like, whoever the person that was the case person handling the information, what they needed, just wasn't available. Like, bro, what the flip? Like, I'm laughing, but I'm actually kind of pissed off. See, you know, because I'm losing my composure already. I remember my medicine was insurance. My medicine without insurance is expensive. You gotta do. So the medication I take for my psychiatric thing is like is like 1,700 and some shit a bottle. Like it's, hey, you want to pay rent? Well, okay, well, you could do that, or you can have a mental breakdown. You know, you want medicine? Okay, here's your medicine. Oh, you gotta pay rent? Sorry, buddy. Actually, wait a minute. No, I could still pay the rent, but I wouldn't have enough money for the medication too. The medication is hell ass expensive, dude. I would lose my doctors too.
Yeah.
Everything fall apart. Well, hopefully they'll be able to. Hopefully they'll. It sounds like I haven't been taken out of the system yet, because they said it dropped support on the 5th of April. Now, either it means my case has been closed and they're just gonna stop. They just give a little leeway to they kind of stop it. I'm hoping they pick up and say, hopefully do something about it, like get an extension or something. Hey, listen, I need this. This is what happened, and I mean, I'm hoping it works out. But then again, it's government court. It's government shit, technical shit. So they could just say, well, they could just very well say, well, there's really nothing we could do about it, you know. I remember insurance expensive. If you want to get their attention, tell them that you know who DB Cooper is. Yeah, bro. I'm just kind of. I'm hoping for the best. That it works out. Okay, I got a thermometer skill. Where the hell am I going? Okay. It's just one thing. Dude, every time I get something in the mail that I think might either be a bill, like a stupid bill, or like something like a cut-off notice, I'm like, oh god, not this. You know, I always get nervous when I get mail from certain organizations like that, because I think, oh great, what is it now? You know? It does make me nervous, because I'm used to being kind of like I hate those nasty little surprises you get in the mail. Oh, by the way, you know, you see a certain name on the paper, you're like, oh great, what is this? I don't usually get this. What are they telling me? You know? You know what I mean, Rim? No? Okay. Yes,
I said yeah.
Yeah.
I said mm-hmm. I said mm-hmm.
I heard what that's all I heard.
This guy.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, you certainly smell as though you've been off spilling blood, but it will take more than a whiff of foulness to convince me you are an agent of divine will. I'll take you. If anything good, bills, jury duty, cut off notices. If anything, dude, yeah. Funny enough, I got a. There was a mail that came to my address. That said my address, but it had the wrong name on it, so it wasn't meant for me. But it's saying, "Oh, you got some of the jury duty." Wait, that's not my name. My name's not Michelle. And I'm like, why are they putting someone's wrong name? So I was just like, I think it's supposed to go to my neighbor because that's my neighbor's name. So, like, honestly, like, I could probably easily get out of jury duty if I tell them what I struggle with, like hallucinations. maybe, or they might just say, "See, dude, I would hate to be summoned to a jury duty to have before a jury overseeing a trial of a triple murder, suicide / I don't, God knows what kind of heinous shit people do, you know?
Yeah.
I would never recover." And imagine being some of the jury duty. Like, oh yeah, like imagine recovering a freaking creep that did something to a child. Like, bro, like ugh. That would be a sucky trial to be overseeing. It was jury duty. It's probably likely something like that, not like a traffic ticket, you know. I've heard some stories. Like, family had to see a trial where they had video of someone getting essayed on someone's security camera. Like, bro, they couldn't get over that. Like, why don't you even have to get summoned to jury duty? You can't don't go to jury duty. You go to jail, right? Or get fined. You don't show up.
I think so.
Like, it's not a choice. You gotta go. Tales that only soul is blessed with the grace of not all. I try to keep in this on. I cannot shake the inner specter. If Quicker somehow made contact with the outside world, he may be manipulating adventurers such as yourself and trust. I'll call an emergency council and order the police to be here. That will not be necessary. Kuraka, what are you doing here? How have you escaped the pit? Watch your tongue, you insolent fool. Master has passed a century in meditation, communing with Natha. You address him with the proper respect. The Gallers of the Master of the Pit are very different from the heretics of your order. Suffice it to say, they had wisdom enough to listen. Must I remind you again that the will I speak is that of Null Thought himself. The true criminal is he who ignores the words of my God. Jeez, here we go. Beware, Kuraka. The 12 seldom spare those who claim their voice. This member first harsh disaster to all of us. The cause of disaster to come will be no words of mine, of that sure. Not spoke unto me, but by his own declaration, the seal of the Void Gate will be broken. Once thrown open, it can be closed once more by none by one who bears the gem of Shatana. I speak of you, Amelia Stigman. Yay! You both have a good day as you can. I'm going to try to take a nap. Alright. Sleep well, Michael. The gem you hold is the mark of a mage of the black. With it in hand, you must set forth and gather the keys needed to seal the Void Gate. Wait, you can't. I mean, you don't have the right to. I can't just let this happen. Son, you hollow pitted prig, those who do not listen shall not be heard. You take for yourself the title of thaumaturge, and so I will not suffer you to claim ignorance. You know as well as any of the sins of the netherworld, rife with shadow and monstrosity, the void. As the power of the void waxes, the barrier between it and our own wood wands. Eventually, the barrier will further falter and the void will open. Once it has, only the black magic of Eld can reseal it. This is sacrilege. As one who now commands the force of destruction, I bid you go forth in black mage. The gem of Shatato is our sigil, the mark of the Magi devoted to the true dark art. In it, you already possess the first key required to see the Void Gate sealed. You have taken the black, but time is needed before the black takes you, before it permeates mind and body color, and the colors every fiber of your being darkest pitch. Visit Milvana Sacrilege and hear words that lie. Shut up, Bram. No, you missed it. Never mind. I was playing with a bad joke there.
No, I'm trying to understand what you're trying to read, because like when you read, I'm just like, what the fuck are you saying?
He's
I know
saying
you can't help it.
He's saying my character's gonna turn black. Is what he's saying.
Oh. Oh yeah. Okay.
Do not fear the power to destroy master and which destroy which.
Well, hey, you can turn black though. That's cool.
I mean, technically, my character's already kind of black, like sort of. It's
from like the waist down, or what?
I'll be right back. I gotta figure something.
Yeah, I got it.
Jesus. See, that's what.
I'll help you with that. It's fine. Coffee makes, you know what's funny about that? Like, coffee fills me up. Like, I don't really get hungry when I drink it. That's why I drink coffee. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that doesn't really happen for me. That sucks that it happens to you though. Like, that sucks. Pete? You just chilling? Still? Are you watching YouTube videos? Playing Dota 2? Yo, that boosts my zeal. Oh, man. Ah, it's not too bad stuff. Fudge nougat. What am I doing? Town portal back. Throw the
I'm back.
toy in the chest and then get some coffee. Coffee. I love coffee. I love coffee too much.
Right.
What did you say, step bro?
Yeah. I'm listening to a video right now. While I'm doing this, so if I go quiet, you don't hear me respond to everything.
Yeah,
you say.
I'm gonna probably mute. I'm gonna probably mute death in our chat. So we watch the cutscene in a minute.
Hmm?
Just letting you know. Are you still streaming or are you watching a video? Oh, you're streaming while watching a video. Okay.
Yeah. Much batching chambers. Always speak. Motherfucker, okay.
Let's go. Good old Shaba. Yeah, buddy. I know. You want all the attention. I get it. My cat over here going, "Why aren't you holding me, human? Why aren't you spending more time with me?" Huh? Yeah, maybe, baby. You're such a big barber. I love you so much, buddy. Oh, that's a nice. It's a nice. It's nice. 1969. So bad. Oh, my favorite is lost when equipped. Legendary power. Oh, what? What's wrong, buddy?
Yes.
What's wrong, buddies? Why? Wait, even with the 239 armor, that's not good. What the heck? Alright, we're gonna go pee. I'll be right back.
Hey.
Oh, watch out, buddy. No, you're not gonna jump up on me. Come on. Move your butt. I'm not gonna hold you right now. Come on. I'm gonna hold you. I get this. Just gotta wait. I'll hold you later, okay?
Love. Amen. Let's go. Yeah. Power gun line again. Yeah. True. Bro, we are not.
The baby of the house, you know that. Pretty self-aware for a kitty. And here comes the old man of the house. Wants me to hold him for 13 hours straight. I've done it before. He loves it. Okay. Whew. All right.
Come back.
It is cold this morning. Yeah, I'm back. It is cold. So, I have this podcast brand that I made years ago. And I thought about bringing it back. Well, actually, to be fair, I never really started it. I just made the domain and the channel for it, but I never did anything with it. Thinking about doing it. Called the Digital Coffee.
Tell me more about this podcast.
It was a while.
What we're gonna do with about?
I was gonna cover like this tech stuff, gaming, social stuff. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, talking about stuff that like we all care about.
I wouldn't mind being a part of that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mind part of that at all. Actually.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it as I was pouring my coffee. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I have a brand that I worked on forever ago, and I completely spaced it out.
What was the name of the brand? The podcast.
The digital coffee. Yeah, digital coffee. Yeah.
Digital coffee. Nice.
The digital coffee. Yeah. And it would be like a morning thing or whatever time of day, and then we'd do the I would shoot the episode. I was thinking about shooting the episode, have segments.
Why not?
So it would be like a fully set up podcast. It wouldn't be like what we did with the game talk. Like it would be, it'd be recorded content. It wouldn't be like live stream, because if I live stream and I know for a fact all the stuff would like come undone and mess up a lot of stuff, and I'm not gonna do that anymore. So. I was thinking about
didn't the game talk get canned because of like YouTube? We blocked it because of the shit going on in it.
YouTube, yeah. Well, YouTube pulled us out of the algorithm. We had a pretty good following, and then it just dropped all of our viewers. Yeah.
I think that happened to me for a while. I think that happened to me for a while recently because I noticed my view count would now it's at 23, but generally my view count was at like 000 all the time for hours. So, like, I think because like some of the stuff that was going on. Like some of the shit that was said in my during my thing was pretty, you know. Some people, you know, when I was streaming, after the voice chat, people would say stuff that YouTube didn't like. I think that's where a lot of it. I think that's why somebody.
I mean, we said we said some really crazy stuff too. Like it wasn't like we weren't exactly a.
Well, between I remember I was live one time and I was in Trey's voice chat, and he got pissed off with him and yelled the FAG word really loud. Yeah, you know, YouTube hates that.
You just gotta be careful with who you. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna allow anybody into this podcast. That's the first thing, because I'm not gonna just have anybody allowed into this.
Yeah, I would.
I want people to be compatible with it, right? Like, I want people to be able to actually carry on a conversation, actually talk about things. Actually get into it, right? Like, I don't want to just be like, oh, what else do you want to talk about there, Stiffy? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that was a huge reason why our podcast actually had. Like, okay, like, yeah, we were kind of dead airing for a long time. We had like a good 6 hours where we didn't say like we wanted anything, and it was like, okay, I cannot let that happen. If I do a podcast, it's got to be something that's continuously flowing. It can't be this dead air, loose things to talk about.
Yeah.
Just kind of hope to, like, you know, the stupid jokes will carry us, right? Like, and they did for a while, but, I mean...
Well, then they got unhinged. I know they got unhinged. It's basically just bitching and kind of like,
Kinda, yeah.
Kind of like, doing things that saying things that wouldn't fly on any social media platform. It sucks that it comes to that.
We didn't really care about that stuff, right? Like, I didn't really care about that. I didn't care about being politically correct.
No, I'm not talking about that. I mean, I'm talking about something basically where you're like, oh, you get shadow banned or you get banned or you get terminated because you're seeing like dropping like, I don't know, like the racial jokes like every single podcast, you know, like.
Well, what do you think shadow banned is? Like being shadow banned is because you're not politically correct, or your podcast isn't how is that?
Friendly.
Sanitary enough, right? Like they want you to be sanitary. Like I don't think I will ever make it to be sanitary, right? Like,
well, no, but within reason, you have to clean up a little bit because you know.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, there's a difference between a little bit and then being fully sanitary from being shadow banned. Like we were saying stuff that was lighter towards the end of our podcast, and we were still like, you know what I mean? Like it was still they still refused to allow us to stream sometimes, and I was like, okay, we didn't even say anything bad. What's going on?
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm gonna mute and deafen. The cutscene's coming up.
Here Let's go, guys. Oh. Nighty night. Brazil. Fire 3, let's go, baby. La la la. You'll never go back. La, la, la. I've done this. Right? I've done this. Magic. Okay, I sense the black magic within you has grown stronger, Emilius. You have earned the right of my audience. I am pleased to see that you do not fear your newfound powers. But then your adventurers would evermore embrace anew. You are now ready to set forth on your journey to find the keys required to seal the void gate. Hear me well, for mine are master's own words, and his those are not himself. Next, he requires the blood of sacrifice. Travel to the circle desert and sometimes slay what fiends emerge from the fissure like blood. Once drunk, the essence shall be borne away upon the ethereal veins of the earth, and then serve to notify our friends in the wilderness of the time to come. Complete this task before you, and the Black Mage's testimony you carry will shine full with the new light. Light the envelop, the absorb light to show the destruction and guide you to the righteousness. The light is the key. Take it into you. You will burn bright. Blah, 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 blah. Can't read right now. That is all. Do you understand? Accept what you must do. Yep.
What are you doing right now in game? Are you just picking on another job or what?
I'm doing a job quest of Black Mage. I'm taking on the extended job quest now. Like the Thaumaturge is the base class, Black Mage is the advanced.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to read, but my eyes are blurring up from the watering. My left eye's watering, so it's kind of hard for me to read properly. I'm trying to keep it down, so when I read the lower pitch, it's harder for me to talk, so. I didn't realize you were back. Oh, that's right, I thought you were muted, yeah.
Deafened and muted for the game, yeah.
Okay, let's go. Ooh. Oh. I'm not doing my skills right. Thank you, friend. Try again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's go. Burn him up. 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 Oh, I see. Yeah. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Woo! No. Got him. No, fire spirit. Ooh, got it. Nice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're up here.
Huh? I'm here.
Oh no, I'm talking to my cat. She's over here, like, trying to get my attention. What, you big brat? I gave you kisses. What? What? You're on the back of the chair, you're being all quiet and cute, and now you're being annoying. Yes. I love you. Even though you're annoying. What are you doing? You're being annoying. You are. You're being annoying. You big needy brat.
Okay. That's why I'm having problems with it. Okay. Let's see, we are. So I'm level 35 on my black mage now. Brim.
Do what?
I'm level 35 on my black mage now.
Oh, that's cool.
What level are you? Let's see, what level? Let's see, what level you are? Still like level 14 or something?
Something low, yeah.
Let's check. You are level 20 Pugilist. Alright. Okay.
Nuggy, make up your mind, woman. Jesus. Because she can't get comfortable on me, and it's driving her nuts. So she's like moving all around me right now.
The second temple of corn. I call it corn. Carl Jr. It's all player run down with me, Carl Jr. I return to the Ethereum Emporium. La, 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 la. Fish. Try to use the bathroom.
What, baby? Yes? I don't even let your dad up. I don't even let your grandpa up here. Why are you on me? I don't let him up here. He wanted me to hold him for the next 6 hours. What, baby girl? Yeah. What? Come on. You want down? Come on. Mommy. Yeah. Wait, what are you doing? And oh, that's good. Yep, that's good, man.
Whoever puts me on Mar, so yes, for the priest of justice. I'm just reading something. Such Troya, son of just Grant, both known as honest man. Search to the sun, and the Lord said, on him,
Yeah, I could join the VC tonight. Yeah, I could do that. I looked at the VC a bit ago. You were in there, so.
Someone spoke to me and said you might care for the people that you know. They're like, from water, or both. But they are rejected. They are rejoicing over what will happen to King Raja and King. Therefore the Lord will come. He will go along and my blood from the fairy river, the king of the Syria and all of his glory. The blood will overflow all its channels and swivel wheel. I told the shame people.
Okay, you are in there. I looked a bit ago. I didn't see you in there. Yeah, I'm gonna get out here and go talk to you for a bit.
Going? The bundle together two nations and be terrified with no this land prepared for battle. But you will be crushed, you prepare for battle, but you will be crushed. Call your councils of war, but it will be worthless to develop your strategies, but they will not succeed. The Bible. I'll just read the Bible. That was. Alright, let's find out the coming to the Syrian invasion, yeah. I'm just looking at something. Isaiah focused on God's warning to Judah against fearing the Israelite alliance of seeking seeking foreign alliances, urging trust in him rather than earthly powers. Though the symbolic name of his son, Maharshala-Baz, Assyria prophecies, the Syria will quickly spoil Syria and Israel. Chapter warns of that one God makes him a stone of stumbling, while trusting him brings security through. Okay. Yeah. That's what it means. I'm gonna read it again so I kind of get a good understanding of it. The coming of the Syrian invasion. Then the Lord said to me, make a large signboard and clearly write the name on it. Maharshala-Baz. I can't pronounce these words. I asked Ura, the priest of Zechariah, son of Jabakah, both known as honest men, the witness my during this. Then I slept with my wife, and she became pregnant, and I gave birth to a son. And the Lord said, call him Maharshala-Baz, for before the child is old enough to say Papa or Mama, the king of Syria will carry away both the abundance of Damascus and the riches of Samaria. Then the Lord spoke to me again and said, my care for the people of Judah is like the gentle flowing waters, but they have rejected it. They are rejoicing over what will happen to King Razan and King Papa. Therefore the Lord will overwhelm them with a mighty flood from the Euphrates River. The king of Assyria and all his glory, the flood will overflow all its channels and sweep through Judah until it's chin deep. It will spread its wings, submerging your land from one end to another. O Emmanuel, huddle together, you nations, and be terrified. Listen, all you distant lands. Prepare the battle, for you will be crushed. You prepare the battles, but you will. Yes, prepare your battles, but you will be crushed. Call your councils of war, but they will be worthless. Develop strategies, but they will not succeed. For God is with us. Yeah, this Isaiah 8. So what I was reading there before is basically what it refers to. Use God's way, because it's not a stumbling block for you. Man gets in his head, likes to get his head that believing in God is, I think to some degree might have done this, not in the same degree, but where I looked at, well, I am not exactly being obedient to God. I'm trying to straighten it out, and I'm realizing I'm gonna have to submit and do things the way He wants it done, because otherwise it becomes a stumbling block for me. I can't very well accept the revelation of God or expect to get one if I'm not. You get to the point. You can't get to point B, C without going to point A and B. You gotta go in the order the way He wants to do it, and you can't just ask Him to compromise on His stance on things, because you just won't get anywhere. You can't convince God. You can't bargain with Him. You do it the way He wants it. That's how it works, and that's the way I'm gonna do it. Yeah, it's like a little like this. I was watching David Hannah's videos talking about how like kind of like when you're working out, like trying to lose weight, you're trying to get healthy, you eat, sleep, you get your rest, hydration, you work out, you diet, plan properly, food, eat great foods. Now, some people feel like, oh, they make excuses, I can't do this, I can't do that, I just need to, why not just take to this and this will fix my problem. I mean, medication is good and all, but you still need to do things in a certain order. You can't just expect an easy way to go from to point B just like that. You gotta work at it, and you gotta do it the right way. Same thing for me with God. You gotta do it the right and proper way. A lot of people don't want to hear, probably don't want to hear this. Oh, you should believe what I believe in this, and you gotta do it the right way. So you gotta seek Him honestly. You seek Him honestly with all your being in the right way. You will find Him. That's a promise. I realized I've had more success when I've been obedient. Like when I've tried not to try to do it my way, compromising everything, just live life free the way I want, regardless of whether it's sinning or sin the way I want, to live free, just like being disobedient and sin, to live that way, do what's displeasing to God. I'm not gonna I can't expect to hear anything from him because I'm not following point A to point B. I'm trying to skip all around and do the way I want. You can look at it this way too, like if you go take your direction. I'm bad at articulating this. Say you're trying to get to someone's house, right? You say, okay, take this route and this route, this is how you get to my house. You say, well, that's fine and all, but how about I take this route and this bus to go this way? So yeah, you could do that, but then you wouldn't end up where I'm at. Like, there's a proper order to everything. Just doing it your way and you doing you doesn't necessarily yield the same results. So you gotta, and you can't out stubborn God. Like, you can't be stubborn. He's not gonna, no. So this is all true. Like, I don't talk much these days about my faith on stream, but like, you know, I want to talk more about it. You know, I want to be open about it. And they good submission. So, anyways, what will we do now? Play Final Fantasy, talk about Christianity. Yo, probably don't see a lot of those. There have been some there's been some Christian streamers and YouTubers popping up though. I want to talk more about my faith. I'm not gonna get like preaching in people's face and I'm trying not to preach in people's face and trying to tell them how to live. But when it comes to guidance, you know, Christ, you know, I'm not an expert. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a teacher. But I can tell you what I know if you're curious about knowing that. And in general, I want to talk about it anyway. Even for my own self, or just talking about it myself because it makes me feel pretty good. So. It's good for me. La la. What are we doing here? Did we send about the adventure? No, but we're gonna send about the adventure. Okay. Find adventure. Field exploration. Yes, find adventure. Field exploration. La la la. Like, I'm not against talking about faith on this channel. I'm just not going to get into theological debates or on religious beliefs. In other words, you know, why. I'm not going to get into like heated debates on like whether or not why should Christianity be prevalent, or like talking about when it comes to my channel directly. Like, I'm not going to get into arguments about it, let's put it that way. I'll talk about it, I have the right to express it, I have the right to practice it. My channel, my rules, like, you know. Like, I was talking about politics earlier. Well, I wasn't talking about politics, I was talking about, we're talking more like history of the stuff and things, different functions. We weren't talking about like political narrative, propaganda stuff. We're just talking about just stuff we've noticed. It wasn't really on politics in itself. It was like, I mean, I'm not a political channel. Let's try again. Okay, try again. Actually, you know, should we do again? Sure, we're maxed out for now. Actually, you know what? I was 2 times this hour is going to be like longish stuff. So guys, I will try to stream again later, maybe more .hack or something. Thank you guys very much for watching, and God bless all of you around the world. Peace out, stay safe, have a good one. Stop.